Hello, my name is Nathan, and I'm going to be showing you how to make an extremely basic dynamic block. So in the drawing right here, there's a problem asking us to draw a certain number of section views. We're going to be looking at the section B-B view right here. So the easiest way to make a structural section view is to, I think, for this particular drawing, and I'm not sure if it's the same for every other drawing that's going to be out there, but is to look at each component that we need, each beam, and look at what our columns are. And some of these columns aren't labeled, but there's a note right here stating the size of the component if it's not labeled. AutoCAD will have most of these components already pre-designed within the program, but not all of them, unfortunately. So you will need to make your own sometimes. And to make your own is it's pretty easy. All you'll need is the steel construction manual, and you'll have to go all the way down to where it starts showing you these W shapes or whichever component that you really need. It's going to show you, you know, the width, or not really the width, the W shape and all the other shapes that it's associated with, and it'll just keep going down and down. Just need to find the one you're looking for. But even on this, there are shapes missing, even on this document, this manual. Alright, so I'm going to go back to our drawing. So I'm going to look at this particular shape right here, the W10 by 33. I'm going to go back into AutoCAD. And to bring our tool palette up, you can type in tool. Bring over our shape. And we're going to see if AutoCAD has our block. And AutoCAD does have this particular block saved in already, W10 by 33. And that's the column we need. Unfortunately, this isn't the view that we need for this drawing, this section view though. This is a column, so we're going to need a side view of this shape. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by, and it doesn't really matter what length it is really, we just need to get the dimensions of all this. And since this is I totally just botched that up. So since this is a column, this is going to be facing up like that. And we won't need this anymore. So this is a side view of our column, which is right here. If we were looking at it from this section view right here, it'd be going upward. Alright, so now we're going to make a dynamic block out of this. So the first thing we're going to do is select everything, click create block. We're going to type in the name, W 10 by 10x 33, side view, pick a base point, which I will pick the top center. And everything else looks good. So we're going to click OK. And now this is a block. But it's not a dynamic block just yet. So what we're going to do now is we're going to select it and then double click it. Click OK to edit. And it brings us into the block editor. Now we're going to add parameters. So we will need the linear parameter. And since we're adjusting the, since this is a column, we're going to be adjusting the height. So we want our linear parameters on the sides. And I'm going to make another one just so I can stretch it downward. So we have two parameters here. One I'm going to be using to stretch it upward, the other one downward. So we're going into our actions right now, pulling the stretch command. After we've done that, we'll select our parameter. And right now we're selecting a point at which, whenever we want to stretch this block, we're going to be using. I'm going to put it right here. And now we're going to be selecting our objects to stretch. Create two cross-section windows. Enter. Same thing for the other side. Put the grip right here. Couple of cross-section windows. Enter. Now let's go to our test block to see if everything worked. You can see that my base point is still in the top center. And as you can see, the block is now dynamic. And it can be used as a component in the drawing that we're being asked to make.